Thank you so much. Yeah, getting back here, I love it. Anytime Brandywine Zoo's coming down, because you guys always bring us something special. Jill Carlson, of course, the curator of education at the zoo. And we were down there. We got to come down and visit the zoo.
In September.
I really had a good time.
I'm glad.
Yeah, we toured the entire zoo. And
it is a great zoo. It is a little, little gem. We're 105 years old, Tim. 105 years. We're looking great. Don't we look great for 105?
Yeah,
You are looking good.
Yeah, really good shape. They're
not looking so good.
Yeah, they're not looking.
These look like they're 105. Actually, what I brought today is I always bring a live animal, but I thought, it's Halloween, it's getting near there, so I brought some skulls, and the reason I brought them is, well, one, some people think they're scary. Two, we actually use them quite a bit in our education department.
Because that's what I hate to interrupt you. That's what the Brandywine Zoo is all about.
Absolutely.
It's education. That's what we got when we were down there that day.
Absolutely.
I mean, and I was really surprised because we're going through. Nancy, of course, the director of the zoo out there.
Absolutely.
And I couldn't believe that she was one of the ones out there and telling people,
I have to say one great thing about her and our Delaware Zoological Society board. They are so pro-education. Yeah. They are behind us 110%. So they're awesome.
Now, we've got a skull in your hand there.
I do. Do you want to guess what it would be? Be very careful with it because it actually could hurt you.
Yeah. I was looking at it. I was trying to figure it out. With the teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
This is a python skull, and actually
python.
it is a python skull. And what they do is when they're biting, if you can see her, they would bite, and then the first thing you would do if something was biting you
pull away.
Is pull away. And what would happen to you if it did that?
And it sticks. Yeah.
It would pull. It would.
So the best thing to do is push toward them.
Yeah, exactly. But whoever thinks of that,
right.
You're right. So that's how it hooks its prey.
And then once it gets that grip,
it actually opens its jaw actually to be twice the size. It's got what looks like elastic here, and it actually is able to open their jaw, and swallow something really large like a rabbit or something else.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that because you were holding that. I kept thinking to myself, what is that? Now
this
I
is
know
kind of a giveaway.
Yeah, toucan.
Toucan, absolutely.
Now that's not the skull. Is that the whole head? Or?
It is. Well, it is the skull because a lot of their, this is where their eye sockets would be. They're bird brains, so they don't have a really large brain. So this is their skull.
That's the entire thing. I can't believe
absolutely.
that.
This is our clouded leopard, not our clouded leopard as in the one at the zoo, but it is a clouded leopard skull. So when we're at the zoo and we're talking about adaptations, for instance, the clouded leopard at the zoo that we have, you should come out and see it. It's an awesome animal. But they're really the closest related to the Siberian, saber-tooth tiger, and you can tell by its long teeth.
Yeah, because we saw the clouded leopard, and it didn't look, he of course didn't show his fangs while we were there.
Exactly, because they don't. So that's what we use these for.
Yeah, but I can't believe that they're that big, because he didn't look like that big of a cat.
Exactly,
So.
But when he goes to hunt, you certainly would know.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we would use something like this. Would you be able to guess, and we would show them to children about what you think it would eat? You could see that the teeth are all triangular, made for ripping and tearing.
It's a carnivore?
It is definitely a carnivore. However, unlike
He's educated.
He is. Unlike this, these are very flat.
So it'd be a
molars.
vegetarian.
It would be a vegetarian, other's known as an herbivore. This
I like that better.
Herbivore. You'll remember that more if you can.
This is a capybara skull. You've seen our capybaras. They are the largest rodent in the whole wide world. So this is a skull from a capybara, and you can come out and see the real capybara at the Brandywine Zoo.
I'm sorry, but the scoop teeth in the front, is that like for digging down to the root?
Yeah, and actually for, it does a lot of plant eating and ripping.
Is it like a normal rodent that the teeth would continue to grow and they have to gnaw those down?
Exactly. They're constantly chewing, constantly gnawing.
You like that, don't you? Here's a pest control out there. Help me, I'm telling you.
And they can be supposedly litter trained.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they found those in Central and South America.
Well, they were awful cute. I mean, when we were out there, we saw
them. Oh, they're adorable.
Yeah, because you have one there. I think a couple of them.
And they're actually great because they are the largest rodent on the face of the earth, and they're related to. They look like giant guinea pigs. They're cute, and they have this little voice that they kind of use. It's
Their
great.
teeth still, I wouldn't want to get chomped by it. Even
Exactly.
Though,
You absolutely would not want to
stick
stick your hand in there.
I guess he would use that as a defense as well.
More of a defense.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
more than anything else.
Absolutely.
But Halloween coming up, good thing
Yeah.
to have out there with this. And of course, when you talk about it, you got a Halloween theme with the animals?
We do. This year, we're not doing Boo at the Zoo, but we have tried something a little bit sweeter, a little bit softer. We're going for Autumn with the Animals on October 30th. You're welcome to wear your Halloween costume, kids. And really what it's all about is actually making sure that it's a fall fun festival, you know, not something it's merry and scary.
I've said it over and over again. You can't get a better experience at a zoo than what you can at Brandywine Zoo with education, especially families and kids.
Exactly.
You know, you got to check it out. You have a young lady sitting here, Mindy, and Mindy, because you have a lot of people out there that are volunteers and interns and things like this. And I always wondered who is the one who kind of, because somebody's got to control all that.
That is.
You know?
Mindy is in
Mindy's
charge
the
of
one.
our coordinating our college interns. So she kind of trains them, and she's going to tell us just a little bit about what she does with the college interns.
Yes. More than just educating the kids that come to the Brandywine Zoo, we really promote continuing education with the college students. College students who have maybe gone to our camp and come back and they still want to be a part of the zoo. And one of the things that they get to use are these skulls, or they get the experience to hold the live animals, which is really cool for them. But obviously we can't bring the clouded leopard into our education room, so it's a great thing for them to be able to use the skulls. And we have a great relationship with University of Delaware, Delaware Valley College in Pennsylvania. Science, we're looking for science majors, education majors to come out. They write programming, they do tours. There's a whole gamut of things.
They're really
that
involved
in.
with the zoo.
Yes,
I mean, that's one thing I
absolutely.
noticed about the interns out there. You guys
Yes.
really get them involved with the everyday
Absolutely.
life of the zoo, and they feel like they're part of it. I mean,
we
they
couldn't
really
do it
do.
without them.
Not
We
like-
could not do it
It's
without
not
them.
like go get us a cup of coffee, intern. And,
Definitely not.
It's hands-on and everything.
Ours isn't going
Absolutely.
to apply at the zoo
well,
right
she's
now.
head camera right now, so she might go apply at the zoo after, But if people want to get it, I guess just contact the zoo.
Absolutely. They can visit our website, which is www.brandywinezoo.org, and check it out. There's an application on there for volunteers, and there's also information on there about internships. They can also call the zoo and speak with myself or Jill or also Melody Hendricks about coming in and doing an interview, and we'd be so excited to have them come.
I'm looking forward to getting back out there myself. Jill, it's always a pleasure.
great.
The zoo stays open year-round.
Absolutely,
So,
year-round.
yeah, so you definitely can do it. I mean, and there's so much to see and do at the zoo, and it's all about education for the families out there. Kevin, you know that. You've taken your kids out there many
They love it.
times. And anytime you go, every time it's like something new and different and
Right.
everything else, so you definitely can check it out 105 times because it's 105 years old. So
Absolutely.
keep going out there, support your local zoo and interns and all that. Contact it. Jill's always a pleasure to have
Thank you.
And definitely visit your Brandywine Zoo.
Yeah, thank
we
you.
got to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back right after this.
More animals.
Oh, thank you, Tim.